hopefully, in theory, something worked. Something happened. I'm operating under the assumption that I haven't completely forgotten how this whole streaming thing works. Yep. Okay. It looks like things are happening. It looks like we're good. I should probably monitor the stream. That'd be a very smart idea. That'd be, oh my God, so many things are happening. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Oh Jesus, terrible, terrible things are happening. Oh my. Okay, it looks like Twitch is live. Looks like YouTube is live. Looks like things are working as expected. Some weird notification got sent out to my Discord, so that's weird. I hope you guys can hear me. I hope my audio isn't completely screwed. I have literally spent the last 30 minutes resetting my entire Streamlabs because, I don't know, I haven't streamed in a while and I changed some stuff with my Google account, so my YouTube got unlinked from my Streamlabs, so it's a whole mess. It's a whole nightmare. It's absolute cacophony. All of my overlays are gone. All of my scenes have been reset to nothing, so I have nothing. I just threw this stuff up on the screen in like 5 minutes, hoping for the best. Hopefully you guys can hear me. If you can't, yell at me in the chat. Nanko birthday stream. It looks good. Great. This is sounds good. Fantastic. That is brilliant to hear. I'm happy about that. So hi. Hey. Haven't streamed in a while. Haven't posted in longer. It's been like a month and a half, give or take. Hey, Yurihan97. Hello. Good to see you. Good to talk to you. So I wanted to do a little stream tonight. It's not gonna be a long stream. It's a work night for me, so I have to be up in 6 hours, 7 hours. Depends on how motivated I am to get to work early. But I wanted to talk to you guys because it hasn't been fair to you to be kind of, hey, been a while, but happy birthday. Thank you. Appreciate that. It has been a while since everything has happened, and many things have gone down over the last month and a half. Among the most significant being, of course, I've moved. What the hell is that? I have my own house now. I have my own place. I have moved out of my mother's home, finally, for the first time in the long term. So I moved because I was commuting an hour each way to work, and I was like, this is a lot of driving and a lot of me not wanting to drive, so I'm gonna move. So now I have a house 10 minutes down the street from my office, which is grand. Saves on gas, saves on me having to wake up at 5 in the morning. So that's significant. The past couple of weeks, I moved in on the 12th was my official move-in day. And since then, I've kind of been getting everything put together. As you can see, I'm not 100% there quite yet. I'm still getting some stuff worked out. My office is in a pretty good position. Got my PC, got my monitors, got my lights and stuff. It's great. But the rest of the house still needs quite a bit of work. So on top of that, I switched from being a contractor at my job to being a full-time employee, which means that I get benefits now, like an actual adult, which is fantastic. And today is my birthday. I turned 25 today. Quarter of a century. It's a long time. And it's a very weird kind of threshold for me. I don't know. Every year, I don't really do much for my birthday. It's not really a thing that I try to make a big deal out of. But 25 is probably the most significant milestone, is what I'm going to call it. Thank you, Yurihan. Appreciate that. But 25 is a particularly meaningful birthday because it's there have been many times. I'll say several, not many. There have been several times in my life where I could not have said with any sort of certainty that I would make it to 25. I have not always been in the best mental state over the last couple of decades. I have not always woken up and been super positive and super ready to face the world. So hitting 25 is it's a weird feeling. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel bad. It just kind of feels, I don't know. It's a weird sensation to say that I'm 25 now and having that be actually a fact and not just me rounding or pretending. But yeah, it's been a very thoughtful weekend in that respect. And of course, Thanksgiving was just on Thursday. So it's a lot of things are happening around this time of year, and Christmas is coming up in the holidays. So it's a very strange time to be nostalgic and to think back on several things. And I posted in my Discord on Thanksgiving Day saying how grateful I am for everybody who's there, who's been supporting me, who's been around for some of them years, plural, a plurality of years, which is fantastic. And I've got my old roommates from college who are coming over for a little housewarming next weekend, which is going to be delightful. I'm very much looking forward to seeing them. But over the past couple of days, I have been kind of in a funky state of mind because I've been reflecting on how fortunate and how blessed I am to be where I am, to have what I have, to be able to have a job and to come home to a roof over my head and all that stuff. And the more I've been thinking on my blessings and my privilege, the more I feel like it's unearned, if that makes sense. Like, I definitely feel I deserve, to be able to live. But there are many things that I do not feel I should be entitled to have. The job that I have, I don't know how I got it. I am a 25-year-old with a Bachelor of Arts in cinema. My longest job experience was the half-decade I spent slinging Spro at Starbucks, and now I work as a software engineer for a major financial institution. No software experience. I started doing software stuff a year and a half ago with zero knowledge prior to that, and now I'm working in a job that pays me surprisingly well and gives me benefits like an actual adult job. And I cannot justify me being in that position. I'm very fortunate. I'm very blessed. But I don't feel I've earned that. And it's a similar thing with YouTube and Twitch. I've been doing YouTube for a couple of years. I've been doing Twitch for almost as long. And I haven't posted a single video to my YouTube in a month and a half. And I still gained dozens of subscribers, which isn't a lot, to be fair. I'm not Markiplier. I'm not LS Toast. I'm not a major YouTuber by any means. But the fact that I went for literally 6 weeks without posting jack, and still people are giving me support, are giving me the time, or their time, and taking the time out of their day to participate and to show me that they support me, I cannot wrap my head around that, And I try to approach life with as much positivity as I can. I try to be happy. I try to be a positive influence. I try to make people laugh. It's one of the things I really enjoy doing. But I haven't. I'm not in a state of mind where I feel what I'm getting is what I am owed. I feel like I deserve far less than I have received. I feel like I have conned my way into random situations that have provided me with this or that and some such. And it's been an absolutely tumultuous experience going through that, because anytime, and this is going to sound kind of weird, but like anytime anything good happens, in the moment I'm just like, oh, this is brilliant, I love this, this is fantastic, this is a great opportunity. But very soon after, like the next day, if not sooner, I start thinking on it and I start coming to the conclusion that I am not the one who deserves this. This is not something I get. And yes, it is absolutely imposter syndrome, 100%. Like where I am in work, in YouTube, in life, in everything, I just feel like I don't belong there. And it's not that I'm not grateful. I'm extremely grateful. And many people have helped me on the path to get to where I am. And to them, I owe everything. But fundamentally, the reality of the situation, and this is kind of where it gets a little bit heavier, I guess you could say, is 25 isn't old. Let's get that set. That's straight. 25 is not by any means old. I don't think that where I am now is where I will be 20 years down the line. We'll see. Maybe it will be. Who knows? But I don't think it will be. But over the years, the people in my life I've grown the closest to. I've been the most vulnerable with some of the people who have known the most about me. And I'm not talking about like kind of what everyone sees with my public image and all that. I'm talking about these people know things about me that my family doesn't know. These people are my lifeblood, essentially. And you know, you make friendships break over the years. That's just the circle of life. But the situation that I found myself in is that some of the people with whom I allow myself to be the most vulnerable, to grow the closest to, I'm trying to find a way to put this into words without without being too depressing, I guess. Some of the people I've grown closest to have ended the friendship or the relationship on the grounds of essentially me being an awful person, for whatever reason. And there's been a multitude of justifications. There's been a multitude of them telling me what I have done that was morally reprehensible or monstrous. And these are not adjectives I'm making up out of the blue. These are words that have been told to me to describe who I am as a person and the decisions that I've made and the choices that have led me to be where and who I am today. And so, and from a random stranger, I could brush that off. It's fine. Like if a random stranger on the internet tells me I'm an idiot and I suck at what I'm doing, cool. Because you only see what I am prepared and willing to show you. And if I'm showing it to you on the internet, then I am prepared for any backlash, any response from the audience, criticism. But who I am in my personal life has proven to be ruinous. And I think that's probably one of the biggest contributions to how I feel, to my reaction that when something good happens to me, I haven't earned it. I don't deserve it. The victory does not belong to me, which is why I feel very often like and I've used this word earlier, but I've conned my way into things. I have presented myself in such a way that is not an accurate representation of who I am, of what I am, and I've just gotten really good at that. I've gotten really good at presenting myself in a certain way, and it's I'm gonna take a sip of water. And yeah, Donna, you're saying we're all idiots and we all suck at what we do. I mean, to a degree, that's true. Like, everyone's kind of making it up as they go. Everyone's kind of feeling things out. No one really has their shit figured out. But where my head is at is that I have been told one too many times by someone who knew me intimately, and not in a romantic sense, not in a sexual sense, but just knew me fundamentally as a person. I've heard one too many times that I am a despicable person. And that has... that's not a good excuse, right? For, you know, kind of my absence from YouTube and Twitch and my intermittence and my kind of unavailability for a lot of things. And it's not like everyone who's ever gotten close to me has had that reaction. And there are some people who I have been friends with for 5, 6, 7 years who are still close to me and still respect me for what I do and still kind of try to hype me up and stuff. And I appreciate those folks boundlessly. Like, they are the glue holding me together. But I have been depressed. And I laugh because that's how I cope with my anxieties and my problems and my issues. I cope with everything with humor. And that is one of the things that has led me into bad situations. If you worked hard to earn it, why would you not deserve it? But that's the thing. I don't feel like I've worked hard enough to deserve what I'm getting. Because fundamentally, I procrastinate a lot. I am very, very bad at telling myself, this needs to get done, I'm going to do it. So I know fundamentally that I could be putting far more effort into some of the things I do than I actually am. But I just kind of wanted to get that off my chest because I feel like I've been a bit cryptic with my explanations over the past few weeks, few months. I've just been kind of like, my mental health is suffering. I'm going to take a few days, few weeks. But I haven't kind of opened up to explain fundamentally where I'm at, what I'm feeling, and what I've been struggling with. And the internet is not a therapist, and I recognize and respect that. But I feel like it's important for me to get this off my chest, and it's fair to you guys to know exactly where I've been. Because I don't want to be someone who's like, I'm going to take a few weeks off and then I'll be right back. And then after a few weeks, I don't come back right back. And then I say, I'm just not feeling it. I'll be back later. And so I wanted to eliminate that ambiguity and explain kind of why my mind has been screwed up. And that being said, things have, I don't want to say started to settle down, because everything is still very much hectic in my life. But physically speaking, like, I'm kind of more settled into my house. I have gotten my furniture set up. I have to burp, hang on. There it is. So I'm looking forward to kind of getting back to a routine. And I managed to get my my VR stuff set up yesterday. And so I played some Beat Saber yesterday just for fun, which was very nice. It was very nice to get back into Beat Saber after almost a month and a half of not playing Beat Saber. It was a very good feeling to get back to that familiarity. And I'm hoping to start recording this week and streaming again this week. And like I said, this isn't going to be a super long stream. This isn't going to be a very complex stream, but I did want to kind of talk with you guys and let you know what's been going on and what's been happening. But yeah, I have not been mentally close to 100%. I don't anticipate I'll be 100% for a very long time, to be completely frank. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that that's what's happening. This is where I am. This was what's new in my life. This is what's happening. This is where I am. This is what you're gonna see moving forward. You really just want to meet me and give me a big hug? Oh, maybe one day. Maybe I'll do a Nico Does Games con. But yeah, I'm extremely grateful for all of you who are here. I am very fortunate. I am very blessed. I am very privileged for the opportunity you guys have given me. I still don't feel like I've earned it. I don't feel like I've deserved it. But what I'm hoping to do moving forward is to work towards creating something that I can be proud of. I want to make content that people can look at and that I can be proud of that they're looking at. Something that I feel deserves attention if it gets any. That is what I'm striving for. And it's not somewhere I'm at yet. And I'm hoping to work on it. And I'm hoping to work on my personal issues. So, why can I relate to all this? I'm in a similar situation, so I do get it. Yeah. I don't want to pretend that my situation is unique by any means. It's not. Like, people struggle all the time. People are struggling everywhere. I am not, the epitome of tragedy or anything, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I've been struggling. I wanted to let you guys know what's been happening and kind of give you guys an update on that. So you say you don't deserve or need it, but you got it anyway, so you just have to deal with it now. Thanks, Dino. Thanks, yeah. It's like, yeah, I'm going to give you attention whether you like it or not, bitch. But yes, I am extraordinarily grateful to... And I've been saying this over and over, but I genuinely cannot put into words how thankful I am for the opportunity that you guys have given me. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening to me wail and sob about my my silly little life for a little bit. Again, I'm hoping to start posting videos and starting streaming again this week. Probably not tomorrow, but hopefully by Wednesday, things will start getting back into motion. So yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate you. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. If you didn't have a great Thanksgiving, then I hope that this coming season becomes more positive for you. I'm thankful for you. And, I'm glad you're here. So yeah, here I'm going to sign off here. I'm going to wish you good night or good morning, depending on where in the world you are. We're all going to give you the best community possible. That's what I believe. You guys already are the best community possible. I could not ask for a better community. So thank you guys. Appreciate it. I will talk to you either tomorrow or Wednesday for a live stream. So, good night. Thank you. I love you very much. Bye, guys.